Hey guys, it's Adrian from ASAanatomy.com. Welcome to Answering Your Questions Part 1. So recently, like a past few weeks ago or days ago, I have been receiving a few comments from you guys, like questions rather. Some of you are kind of skeptical of starting, some of you are kind of not sure where to go. And so I have a few of you guys, so this is one video that has these questions. So again, if you're new to the channel, this is where I share my process of how my journey as a 3D artist and entrepreneur in this business for a few years now, and seeing all the fruits just paying out right now. So without going any further, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and if you have any questions, don't forget to comment down on the section below, and don't forget to ring the notification bell if you don't want to miss any future tutorials and tutorials like these also. So first on the list we have, forgive me guys if I pronounce your names wrong, please forgive me. I'm currently in Pretoria, South Africa, so I might not mention your names very well, but kindly please forgive me for that. So first question we have, it's from Jonathan Abramovich. I believe that's pronounced that right. I don't know. You can correct me, Jonathan. Friend of mine. So then his question was very inspiring. I'm looking to get into this as well. How did you know what niche to deep dive into with the anatomy? So I'm guessing he's asking like how did I know that? Okay, it's, how did I pick the niche anatomy that I currently do? So if you guys don't know me well, I'm Adrian. I run a small company called ASAanatomy.com, where we create and supply 3D anatomical models all around the globe, and I have been teaching human and animal anatomy sculpting in ZBrush and Blender for many years now on my YouTube channel where they say anatomy. So how this come about? So I never started with the anatomy actually. It's like, if you're a 3D artist, you probably start with like modeling a cup or a donut whatsoever, and then you like go through all this process just for you to start understanding the basic principles of 3D modeling. So I also was a prop modeler, model cars, model environments, robots, whatsoever, like motion graphics, all the goodies. So I went through everything just for me to learn all those programs. So it's me around that year or so, haven't yet decided what I loved doing or what I prefer doing for the rest of my life. So I was searching around the bush, so I done everything. It takes time. It took me a couple of years to finally realize that, okay, now this is what I'm gonna settle down for. So those moments came to me a lot. Like I remember when I was doing robots, I was like, okay, robot. Still now, when I look at a robot model, it makes sense to me. Like I have that in my mind. And like cars and stuff, it's not there anymore. And like environments, I used to love environments a lot, but then all of that just vanished away. So before I started studying the anatomy, so I set myself to like sculpt a character. I believe back then I was using Cinema 4D to do the sculpting. So the movie the orc or something came out, and I was like, let me sculpt my own orc. So that's the first creature character. I don't have it now. It sucked. So then when I went through that, I'm like sculpting. I never knew the anatomy or anything, or haven't sculpted any character or creatures ever since I started 3D. So I sculpted my orc. Wasn't that bad. I was just copying for him, but then it wasn't that good. And then I went through sculpting. The second one was sculpting my brother, like doing likeness. Like the entire body. When I look at the proportions, everything didn't add up. The thingy, the arms were very, 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 very long, and it was crazy. The anatomy was wrong. I never knew nothing about anatomy, so I searched online, and this guy popped up, who is my mentor, Andrew Carls. Andrew Carls, if you guys don't know him, he's an anatomist, a sculptor, a very, very great guy. And I saw this the presentation he had in Zebra Summit. I watched a few of those. Like there's no tutorials whatsoever from him, so I used to watch that on repeat for a couple of times. And then after that, I was searching through YouTube, searching for any tutorial whatsoever, and then I came through Poco. Poco had this tutorial series where he teaches anatomy. So Poco and Andrew Carls were the first guys that introduced me to the anatomy. My main I know this is taking way too long, but I'm sorry guys. My main reason was that I just needed to I just wanted to know the muscles and the skeletal system, and not all the deeper muscles, only the superficial muscles. So my main thing was just to learn all of those. So I started to set for following all these tutorials from Proco and Andrew Carls. Started my Echo models, which they still are available on my YouTube channel. So I've recorded the entire process. If you want to check that out, I'll probably leave the link in the description, or pop a card here on top on my where I started sculpting the figures. So it was the male and female figures. So I began learning that a lot, and after that I couldn't stop studying the anatomy. And then I went to animals. I studied animals. I searched from medical professionals now, studied a lot of dissection videos, look at a lot of cadaver data, and then after that, like, I couldn't stop with studying the anatomy. So then when I carried on, I searched online, so I started selling then like all these crochets. So then I sliced them and like created like a print ready 3D model, a basic articulation. So I searched online. So I was on City Trader. That was the first platform I started selling, and I was searching online. So I like searching my keyword anatomy, and I saw complete anatomy models, and like, oh, the price is very expensive. And look, all those models, not against any of those guys, but then they were not realistic, and they, if anyone can look at that, you will see that it's not actual human data. And they are very good. Trust me, they're very good. But then some of them, they were like, though there was a huge gap. So I saw, not that I filled the gap as yet, but that's what we're working on right now. So I set myself for a year, and then I'm like, I'm gonna just do a complete human anatomy model. So then I knew the skeletal system and the muscles only, and I didn't know that was my, but then what to take out of this, Jonathan. So then it's basically, I believe I explained this. It's the gap is very important. The gap is very important, and once you, luckily for me, not only filling that gap was important to me, because I wanted to do this for my entire life. So then, if you want to do it for your entire life, or you just want to sell 3D models and leave them like that, you can just fill in the gap and make sure that you're purchasing more value than what's on the market right now. If there's models that are not high detailed, if there's 2K models like with 2K maps, you do models with 8K and bring something different to the table. So, and that's that. So I created like an HD high detail to the human complete anatomy model, which was based specifically from medical professionals just studying scan data. And right now we using real data, which was very hard to find, but we managed to get that. But back then, it's just me getting all those imagery, studying a lot of dissection videos, which there are a lot of online. But then going back to the question, how to pick your niche, make sure, if this is for long term, make sure it's something that you love doing. If you love doing characters, search go creating characters. If you like doing cars, go do cars, but then don't do just normal cars. If there is no BMWs, do BMWs, like that. So just fill in the gap and then follow your passion if you want to do that long term. Next question. This is taking way too long. I was expecting this. Next question we have. Let me just grab some water. Alexandra, 4 days ago. So, what kind of models do you make? It's a quick one. I make 3D anatomical models, human and animal anatomy models. That's all. I don't compromise my niche, and my prices are very insane. So if you want to know more about that, about our models, the link will be in the description. So it's asayanatomy.com. Actually, it's Asa's anatomy, so it's my anatomy. So I create all the models. Yeah, it takes time, takes a better year. So that complete anatomy model took me about a year and a half or so just to create that, because I was alone and I was not sleeping and not having any friends. Cool. So last question for this video, we have Fabian Kerder. I don't know if I pronounced it right. Sorry, my friend. From Chile. Yeah, that's nice. Very cool and informative. Thank you. How long did it take you to learn 3D modeling? Greetings from Chile. Nice, my friend. I believe I'll answer that also on the reply. But then, if you guys are watching this video and you also have the same questions, this will help you a lot. And for you also, for Fabian, I believe I pronounced that right. Forgive me if I didn't. How long did it take you to learn 3D modeling? For me, it was about three months. I know that everyone will be like, "Hey, I'm 3D crazy now, you're insane." Look at this way. I always explain this. If you studying 8 hours a day versus someone who is studying 15 hours or 16 hours a day, the time frame that they will learn the software won't be the same. So the one who's spending more hours practicing and investing that, if you spend 3 hours a day on the software, obviously you're going to take a lot. That's why you get people that writing reviews, blogs, which I don't recommend following, because they will just discourage you. I've seen many blogs about the ZBrush, saying that the ZBrush interface is bad. It will take you a year or so to learn. And I'm like, dude, it took me like a month or so just to navigate around ZBrush, because I was sleeping 4 hours a day and not going out on weekends, not having any friends, not leaving my bedroom at back then. Now I'm in the office. So it's all about how you invest your time, how you isolating yourself, and how much of time are you investing in the software, and are you practicing, and are you giving it time. So then it will entirely depend on that. So for me, I wasn't a pro of 3 months, but then I knew the actual software. So I started with Cinema 4D. So I knew my way around 3D modeling, the principles of polygons, vertices, edges, like how to do modeling and getting those quick renders and texturing materials. Even rapping, I wasn't a good guy then. I tend to avoid that, but then yeah. So I think that's it for this answering question series. If you guys again have any more questions, don't forget to leave them down on the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. This is where I share my process and how to make a living selling 3D models, and how to be an entrepreneur, make a successful small business with 3D. And again, I'm waiting for asayanatomy.com, and I'll see you guys in the next one.